Alright. Welcome back, guys. Angel of the Night here. We are back with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, we did just finish up with Kitakami there last night, so we are no longer in the Kitakami region. We are actually officially back to Paldea. As you guys can see here, we are actually out front of Yuva Academy. Now, today I did do a bit of modifications to my PC. So last night, as you guys know, I was encountering a whole pile of problems where my systems were glitching and the graphics were crazy and the stream was fine. But for me personally, I wasn't able to watch anything really when I was playing, so it was kind of like, everything was just choppy and whatnot. But anyways, I think we got it fixed up. I ended up taking apart the computer last night, the big old tower, and I re-pasted new thermal paste onto my processor, as well as I also first and only time I've ever done this, taking apart my graphics cards. So I actually took apart my two 1080s. They are water cooled. So I know that sounds bad, but they're the self-contained ones, so you don't actually have to do any maintenance on them. But I ended up taking them apart, and the thermal paste that was on there was so dried out that I was just like, ooh, this is probably one of the reasons I'm having some problems. So I ended up changing some settings here, and we got that working no problem. Now, we got that all back together. It was great. I ended up trying to troubleshoot last night with some streaming stuff. You guys probably seen a bunch of notifications coming up saying that, hey, Corey is trying to stream. Those were definitely tests. I found out that I can't really record 4K and stream at the same time. So anything that I'm streaming is all going to be on its own. So that's a little bit, to me, disappointing, because I like having that actual content to be able to upload as well, or edit and change around. So I got to figure out the whole streaming recording scenario. Now, I can definitely understand why people would have two streaming setups, one to play the game, one to record the game, and vice versa. Now, I thought to myself, maybe I can have two sessions of OBS open and be able to record that way. It doesn't work that way, I'm afraid, so I'm not really sure what to do in regards to this stuff. But that is besides the point. We will eventually figure this stuff out. If I have to get another camera, I'll get another camera. If I have to output to another graphics card or output to a different capture card, I'll do that too. It's eventually we're going to figure it out. Okay, so as you guys know, we finished up with the whole Kitakami story, and we've got good old Ogrepon here with us. Now, we do have a few Pokemon that are way overpowered for this area. As you guys can see, we've got Meowscarada, Infernape, Goodra, and Raichu. These Pokemon are going to end up having to go back to the PC. So as soon as they evolve, we're going to put them back to the PC until we get to the point where we don't have any more Pokemon to evolve. Now, there are some Pokemon that do have to evolve by stones, and I know that we have a few Pokemon that can evolve by stones here. However, I'm going to hold on to the stones just in the meantime, because at this time, I might actually try to start doing a little bit of EV training and breeding while we actually go through this playthrough, which is pretty surprising. First up, we do have our Meowscarada. Now, Meowscarada, of course, is level 37. Now, as a Pokemon in this area, at this level, that's extremely overpowered, and we don't have any badges yet, so I am going to definitely have to put Meowscarada into the PC, but we have a couple of other Pokemon here. I have a Jolly and an Adamant Sprigatito. Now, I've actually already done this in another, another off stream. So as you can see here, I believe these are 5 IV Sprigatitos, because I bred with my 6 IV Ditto. Now, it just so happens that it appears that special attack is probably the one that's down. So we'll probably end up choosing a Sprigatito. So let's take Sprigatito here. We're going to pop him over, actually. Let's, before we do that, I feel like we are going to want to get some eggs. And we have, what have we got here? We do have Fuecoco. And then, of course, we also have Quaxley. So we do want to get some eggs here for these Pokemon. These are actual Pokemon that I got from Pokemon Home. And those are those special event ones where if you fill X many in your decks or something like that, you get like a cool Pokemon. I think I'm going to try to go for a modest Fuecoco, and then I'm also going to try to go for probably a jolly Quaxley, I think. I think he's more of a physical attacker, but we're going to do a little breeding here, a little breeding session. We're going to get some of these Pokemon. We're going to put Meowscarada over here. And we are going to first get our 2 other remaining starters. That way we can actually carry those through the story. Now, with the... with the Sprigatito, I feel I'm probably going to have to do some EV training onto it, because I want to make sure that we have it as the correct stats, okay? Now, this is something that I don't do in my playthroughs. I never do any EV training in my playthroughs. I mean, you're always EV training, but you're never actually doing the actual job itself, right? You're never actually going out and battling like 200 and something of one character. So we are going to try to do this here while we go through the process. We do have some choiced items as well, so we will be using those and attaching those to those Pokemon. While we are at it, I'm just going to pop the Discord link into the chat here. Actually, that should already be in the chat. What am I trying to say here? I'm going to copy this at everyone. I'm always so late to acknowledging that I'm live. Okay, so let's go to Mesagoza. Now, this stream here, guys, if you're just tuning in, this stream should be streaming in 4K. So if it is streaming in 4K, that's great. If it's stuttering or lagging or anything of the sort, please tell me, because I may not actually see this, okay? I may not actually be able to see the stream doing the lag on the opposing side. However, YouTube's telling me that it's in excellent condition. Okay, so first things first, I probably should have gotten some egg power. Actually, I am super rusty with this. It's not Picnic Snacks, not the deli. It might be the bakery, I think. Is it the bakery? Yeah, it's the Artisan Bakery here. Okay, let's actually go back to the previous location. It's been a bit since I've done this, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm not as not as good at doing this as everyone else probably is. Okay, every kind of sandwich every day, blah, 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 blah. Okay. There is a jam sandwich. There is a marmalade sandwich. I think we just need to go for the regular one, but... Egg power 1, tropical sandwich, encounter power, fighting, catching power, dragon. Okay, I think we just need this simple jam sandwich. Now, I would love to be able to make these and just go from there, but it's not going to be a thing. Okay, as you guys can see, we got our Fuecoco, we got our Ditto. I am going to try to go for a modest nature. Now, I wonder if I should also try to go for, like, timid or something. But we'll see how that works out. We're going to come down to Mesagoza South. Yeah, this is working so much better. I'm super happy that I was able to get this working, guys, because it was not looking good for a while. Okay, we got to put the Miraidon away, and we're just going to run around in circles here for a little bit. We're just going to try to get all the Fuecoco eggs that we can. Now, as you can see, we did do a little bit of Sprigatito there earlier. We only managed to do about, I think it was about 15 eggs before I actually ended up getting the jolly nature that I wanted. says, okay, settings. It just told me that my stream is overloading. Video. Oh, stream. Output. What is my output down there? 50,000. Okay, so let's see here. 50,000. 9. I think it's gone up to about 5,100. 50. Yeah, 50. Oh, it's gone to 52. Okay, so 51. 51,000 kilobytes per second. Okay, we'll see how this goes. It's interesting that OBS popped up telling me encoding overload. Consider turning down video settings. Okay, we're just gonna keep going with what we got here. I think we're okay. I don't think the stream is like freaking out or glitching up on anyone. So if it does, please tell me. Okay, we're gonna take the first egg, the second egg, the third egg, the fourth egg. We're gonna keep going here. Again, we're gonna look for a modest Foy Coco for obvious reasons. Now this is something I don't actually do during any of my playthroughs. I never go through and breed eggs. I never do my EV training as we go through. But I'm going to start storing all of these Pokemon in a special box. Because if I'm going to put the time into playing this game again, I'm totally going to go through and do this right. Now, should I have been doing that with the Kitakami part of the story? Most likely. The only thing with the Kitakami portion of it is I didn't have the ability to really get the jam sandwiches fast and then going back. So, gonna just keep walking around the picnic table. Alright. Doesn't look like there's any in the basket. Come on, boys. Not boys. I don't think they're all boys. Ditto's gender neutral. Way to go, Pokemon. Being all silly. Go get the ball. They are definitely not interested in that ball. Now, if we do happen to get the nature, that's great. If we happen to get 5 IVs, that's great too. But eventually, we'll be able to go through and just bottle cap them. We do have to get to a certain point in the game where we can do that, but we'll also need to be doing a bunch of raids to get experience candies and all sorts of things. We're just going to keep getting eggs here while we're doing this. Now, of course, this is technically the Masuda method, so I mean, it could be possible we might find a shiny Pokemon at some point. But I wouldn't put your whole hopes up for that. It's like 1 in 3,000 odds, so. The only time I've ever been lucky and found a shiny during breeding was in like Crystal, and it was like 7 eggs. Which, I don't know if you guys have seen my Crystal playthroughs, but that is very, very long for 7 eggs. Doesn't appear to be any in the basket. Okay. But yeah, as it is there, as you guys can see, there's no jittering or jumping or anything like that. Everything seems to be fine. The only thing that seems to flicker is that one little spot where it's like the light from behind Mesagoza, but I think that's just based on like wherever we're standing. Okay, another egg. Come on, Fuecoco, you gotta wake up, buddy. I need them eggs. So the idea is that if you can get the right nature, then you're going to want to go ahead and start training them right away, because every battle you have, doesn't matter if it's a trainer battle or a wild battle or anything of the sort, you will get effort values from pretty much any Pokemon you face. So if you want to have it very specific stats, you'll want to go through and fight some wild ones right away. And there's different Pokemon that give you different stats, right? Let's see here. I think I'm going to pack up for a sec. Let's just see how many eggs we got. Okay, we actually got quite a few eggs here. So I'm pretty sure we will have a Fuecoco in one of these eggs. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll have a modest one anyways. Seems like the dominant nature. Okay, we're going to take another egg. And I'm going to need to get Talonflame out of the PC because I actually have Flame Body on that one. I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead here and hatch some of these eggs. I wish I had the power of running or speed right now, because that would be great. Okay, first egg. Would have been pretty cool if it was a shiny. That success rate would be major. But I do not have a shiny charm or anything of the sort, so... Okay, Fuecoco. Let's take a look here at what its stats be looking like. Docile. Okay, so that is just a neutral nature here. The other egg should hatch here momentarily. And then, of course, if we need to do any more egg hatching, we will. Or breeding. We're going to try to get the actual nature I want. Again, we're looking for modest. Hardy. That is also neutral. Got that one. See what it looks like. Attack and lower special attacks. So that's adamant. Definitely not the right nature. I have never seen an adamant Skeledirge. Okay, Fuecoco hatched. Bold. That one's not a bad one to have, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a couple of sets from Smogon that use Bold. Let's see here. Cerebi. Nope, that's the wrong site. I meant to go to Smogon. Close What's that? Skeledirge. Yeah, oh, actually, the first move set on here is for bold. No one using modest anymore? I feel like they should be. That's bold. Okay, let's see. Let's go to OU. OU uses calm or bold. So maybe, well, maybe I need to go with bold. Okay, let's put this way Coco in a special spot. I really wanted the modest one, but it looks like everyone uses bold. That stream. Is that all glitched? I hope not. Must be the way that that monitor looks. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Corey, stop worrying about settings. Just play the damn game. Right? Quirky. That is also in neutral. Again, we're just hatching some Fuecocos. If at any point anybody needs a Fuecoco or a Sprigatito or a Quaxley, please let me know, because I will definitely trade these Pokemon out there for you. Any Pokemon that I have extras of, that have some decent natures, I will definitely share them out. Apparently I can claim rewards. Okay. As you can see, we've definitely gotten quite a bit of Pokemon into our Pokedexes. So it was actually pretty funny. I was actually up till about like 4 a.m. last night, which is pretty wild considering I haven't been up like past midnight in so long. Like, I don't usually stay up past midnight at all. Usually I'm in bed by like 10, 11 o'clock when I'm here at home. But I got into doing the whole troubleshooting thing last night. I started doing actual hardware stuff, and I was like, sweet. So I actually started doing that there last night. Like I said, I tore apart all of the graphics card. Now, it's got like the dual cooling, so it's got like the cooling fan, and then it's also got like the water cooler that's also attached. And I was like, how do I take this apart? And there was like a gazillion screws. And I'm like, dude, I don't really want to take apart a gazillion screws. And of course, you know, with everything and the pump and everything all tied into the actual casing, I was like, I don't really want to go through all this process. But I did. I ended up taking it all apart and gave it a good cleaning. Ooh, no. Ah, this one is modest. Yes. Okay, so we've got bold and modest. And then we've got lonely. Okay. So, we've actually got modest and bold that we wanted. Okay, so I'm going to call this one change name. Bread. I'm going to call this one bread. Or call this one train, I think. There we go. Let's find that Sprigatito I had. I have 2 Sprigatitos here somewheres. Actually, I only have the one. This one's adamant. I thought I had a jolly one. Did I have a jolly Sprigatito, or did I just stay with adamant? Let's see here. Serious, quirky, bashful, gentle, bashful, brave, rash, impish. Gentle. Yeah, I must have just stayed with adamant. I mean, adamant's fine. Okay, so we actually got one of the natures that we needed. That Fuecoco can actually go back over here, because we're going to send him back over to home afterwards. So let's hatch these last 2 eggs, and then we will work on Quaxley. Again, we're going to have to go get some more jam sandwiches here. Okay, last 2 Fuecoco eggs. What's this one? Rash. Special defense is down in that one. Not really a big fan of that. I mean, I could always mint them later on, but for the progression of the story, it would be good to actually have them the right nature to start off with. Okay, that's the last Fuecoco, and that one is neutral. Okay, so we're going to put these ones back into the PC here. We've got a couple of Fuecoco that we're going to trade out. And all those Sprigatito that I had here, I'm going to put in the box too. Okay, how many people's stomachs dropped during that? I know my stomach dropped. Oh, this is the guy that teaches sandwich recipes. Okay. Okay, let's go jam sandwich. Okay, we got 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure I was almost out of time with the other one. Now, I'm thinking Jolly for Quaxley. Quaxley, I think... Let's see here. Quaxley. What nature do we want for this one? Feel like it's come on. There we go. Adamant or Jolly. Yeah. Okay, so we want Adamant or Jolly for this one. Where's the table? What? Well, that's a glitch. What? Where did my picnic table go? And it looks like my camera's goofed up. Not sure why that is. But my picnic table's gone. So I don't know what's going on there. That's pretty strange, guys. Why is my camera not working? Is it because I actually have Discord open? Like, what's going on with that? There we go. I find Discord actually messes up with a lot of things. So I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I know why. When I took everything apart, I plugged things back in, and it probably just detected them differently. What is going on? Where is the table? Game Freak, can you explain where my picnic table is going? I guess I'll go to Kitakami. Not that I want to be here, but the picnic table seems to continue to disappear. Let's see if it doesn't in Kitakami. Not that I really want to be here, but... Nope, it's a glitch in the game. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's great. So I guess I lose out on the sandwich? I don't know what's going on here. How did I glitch it? Okay. Let's close it. We'll reopen it. And I bet you my sandwich is gone. I'm having all sorts of troubles today. It's probably that 4 a.m. nonsense. Okay, let's see. Yep, my sandwich is gone. Okay, let's see if my picnic table actually shows up this time. Okay, it does. That was a super weird glitch of whatever kind. Okay, jam sandwich. Well, my camera goofed up again. What is going on here? Something else must be using my camera. I'm having all sorts of problems today. I'll have to trace back to where the camera goes. Let's go Messagoza. There we go. We got our picnic table this time. All right. Now we're good to try to breed these things. So I need to get an adamant or a jolly quaxley. Let's check the basket. Nothing in the basket. Okay, so once we get our Quaxley that we're looking for, then what we're going to do is we're going to pop onto Poco Path, and then what we'll do is we'll try to F-train these up super quick. Surely we'll have an Adamant or a Jolly one here. How many eggs that is. Ditto's just pushing eggs out like there's no tomorrow right now. Wish I worked earlier for the Sprigatito one that I did. Wish we could interact with things that are around. Nope. Okay, that's probably enough of them. We should at least find an Adamant or a Jolly one in the eggs that we had. Okay, let's pack up. Oh yeah, we've got at least what, 12 eggs here? Let's take a look at these ones real quick. So we're going to try to hatch these ones first. We'll go back for the other ones here in a minute. Okay, here we go. I'm hoping we get this nature very early on. We'll see what happens here. This one is lax, not necessarily what we were looking for. We are trying to get jolly or adamant. Now I only have the one ditto, so if I had an Everstone and multiple ditto with multiple natures, then I could technically just pass the nature on to the child and then reverse it back to the Destiny Knot to pass on the IVs, but it's not something I can do right at the moment. Impish. Still not that, but that's alright. Naive. No. It's okay. We'll keep going here. We got plenty more eggs. Neutral. I think that one's a 6 IV neutral one. But it's hard to tell with just the without the IV checker. Naughty. Naughty works, but it lowers the special defense. Keep working on these eggs here. Naughty's not a bad nature, but I don't like the idea that the special defense is down. I would much more prefer to have special defense and lose like special attack. So I think Adamant and Jolly are definitely the right way to go. Just gonna open up a program here. Just give me a sec. That's an Oricorio. Just checking the temperatures here. My processor is about 40 degrees. Video card is up to about 78. Okay. So as we're actually doing this here, I'm actually keeping an eye on the temperatures on my computer while we're streaming. because I want to see if the modifications that I did last night actually are helping the temps any. Now the funny thing is I was actually checking a lot of the settings there last night, and I didn't take any temperature readings prior to doing the maintenance, but my dashboard that shows me all that wasn't working, so I had to reinstall that program last night. Okay, another Quaxley. Hopefully we'll find that Jolly one here soon. I would definitely like to have Jolly, but Adamant would be nice too. Yeah, 30 degrees for one graphics card, 78 for the other, so that's telling me my second graphics card is putting in the work. Yeah, that one's under a 45% load. Okay, another Quaxley. We'll check the natures out here in just a minute. We're going to get all 5 of them here hatched. Now again, if anybody wants to have one of these Pokemon, just let me know. I'll definitely trade them out there to you. Or if you guys want to actually join in with Union Circle, then come join me. Play around. And if you guys have a Switch 2 and you have a camera and you wish to voice chat and share your screen and stuff with me, let me know, because I will join you in. I don't think very many people actually got the camera accessory, to be honest with you. Okay, so that should be 5. Let's check the summary here. Okay, serious, lonely, naughty, careful, and naive. Alright, so we are actually going to have to continue to breed these Quaxley eggs, because we do not yet have the one we're looking for. Okay, let's hatch these last 2 eggs here, and we'll keep going. There goes my camera again. Okay, what is actually happening with this? That's going to irritate the heck out of me. Okay, just give me 1 second there, guys. I got to check that because it's going to irritate me. The size of the cable.